Would you welcome back to the Late Late Show, please, Ashley Tubridy, John Joe Brennan and Douglas Zoman, ladies and gentlemen. Here they all are. Yay! But it's nice to see you all again.
Thank you, too.
Yeah. OK, so, Ashley, yeah, you were on the toy show. How many years ago was it now?
It was 2011. So.
OK, and remind us what you did.
I performed my own song, Friends Forever. It was really good.
And you had a good time.
It was great. It's my first time, so I was really excited, and it went really well.
Didn't it, though?
Yeah, it was great, amazing.
John Joe, how do you remember your experience on the Late Late Toy Show?
Well, I remember it as something really sensational. It really it was very memorable experience.
Good.
And I was really stunned to see how people reacted and how so many people still remember me today. And so I really treasure it as well for that reason.
Yeah, that's lovely. Glad to hear that. You haven't changed a bit, my friend. You haven't changed a bit, and it's I'm all the better for it. Douglas, remind us about your appearance on the toy show.
My answer isn't quite as articulated as John Joe's, but I have very little memory about my toy show experience. I just remember being extremely excited and same time nervous in the waiting room, and then it all just going so fast and so quickly and being over before I know it. And then the reaction, like John Joe said, was just incredible afterwards. I went home to my sisters. I didn't even know I had a fan site that got 10,000 hits in a week, and
really?
I was just so stunned and blown away by the reaction.
Because all three of you got a huge reaction, and I could feel it when I was going around the place on wherever I might have been in Ireland, travelling or whatever, and then people ringing into the radio show saying that they have Facebook pages for you and that they wanted to be your fan. I mean, you got a Facebook page pretty much instantly as well, didn't you, John Joe?
Well, I actually had two. They're not that active anymore. But yes, there was a huge amount of hits in the first 2 days. Even the night of that appearance, there were thousands, I think. I think that in the first hour or two there were about 2,000. Yes. I can't be sure of that.
That's okay. We'll take your word for it. I have a sneaky suspicion that interest may be reactivated tonight. Maybe they might go back to the page. How did you actually end up playing at Niall Horan's birthday party?
Well.
Yeah. Wasn't he lucky to have her there?
Well, I did a CD for the Mullingar Gathering, and as someone that was in to do with that, he asked me if I wanted to play, which I was like, definitely. So I did it, and it was great. But one thing that was like I was just so sad about before was I was getting ready to do my rehearsal, my sound check, and the guitar was put up against the wall, and I was just getting something, and I heard a big bang, and it had fallen and hit the floor, and checked it, and the neck the top of it had totally snapped off. So I was like, oh my God, my baby, it's gone. So I was like bawling my eyes out, and my dad went in the car straight away, and we went to my local music shop, and we got a replica of my guitar. Good. And I played with it that night. And were
you were lifted up? Who carried you at that stage?
Well, I was backstage, and Niall lifted me up. And
Niall?
Yeah, Niall Horan.
Himself?
Yeah. And he handed me to Keith Duffy, and Keith Duffy was just like, can I put you down now? You're heavy.
He's got a great way with words, doesn't he, Keith? Yeah. So you've really had exciting times. I think that President Michael D. Higgins...
Yeah, I played to him at the Volvo Auction Race in Galway. It was amazing to know that I played to him. It was like amazing experience. No, I even did it.
So on it goes. It's getting better and better
just saw him walking past, and obviously I was playing, so I didn't get to meet him, but at least he stopped, and my mum managed to give him a CD, and then I got a letter as well from him. So
how amazing. Nice. What about you, John Joe? Are you still interested in clocks? Because a horologist was the word you wanted to be, or the profession you wanted to pursue. How's that going?
It's going very well, thank you. I suppose that I've reviewed that thought, and I still want to be a horologist, but I think that as an everyday job, I would risk losing the interest, because when you have a good few clocks on a deadline to repair, and it sort of becomes a chore. And
that's true.
I love the horology so much that I wouldn't want to risk that happening.
Yeah.
So I'm turning more towards being an auctioneer. It's
good. Okay.
Well, it sort of runs in the family as well.
Yeah.
So
and what are you going to do? How are you going to pursue that? Have you been to a few auctions and things like that?
I have indeed, yes. My grandfather took me to my first auction when shortly after my first appearance on this show.
Yeah.
And I think I just fell in love with it. It was just something that I really enjoy.
Yeah.
There's a lot of spirit in it.
Yes.
And it's something that's very enjoyable.
Okay.
So.
And how old are you now, John Joe? Just remind me.
I'm 12.
12. And Ashley, how old are you, lovey?
Oh, I'm 11.
You're 11, and at this stage,
I'm 13.
You're 13. So you're in what year are you in?
Second year
Just got
now.
into second
Yeah.
year. And what are you up to in school? What's attracting your eye subject-wise?
Subject, well, I have to mention the art facilities in Clongowes. They are state of the art.
Really?
And my teacher, Mr. Nelson, is a really top-notch teacher as well. And I love everything to do with it. It's a really great school. And
Is that
I'm
the
so
teacher
lucky.
who made a comment to you about an exam that if you were to get?
Yeah.
What did he say?
He said that if you got an A in the summer exams, you'd be considered the next Da Vinci. And I got an A.
Yeah. So you're boarding then, are you?
I'm a full-time boarder.
So is it possible to maintain your interest in fashion while being a boarder?
It is,
How?
yeah. My mum smuggles in Grazia magazine every week, so I'm always up to date. And
I'd say there's a fair big demand for them after you finish with them, is there?
Yeah.
I mean, do you like? And what is that? What you want to do now when you finish the?
Yeah, anything to do with the fashion industry, I would openly accept. You know, I'd still love to become a fashion designer, but I'd also love to be a stylist as well,
Yeah.
because I just love working with clothes and stuff. And most people say people, but I'll say clothes.
Okay.
And,
they don't answer back, apparently.
Yeah.
Are you playing rugby as well?
I am, yeah. I play rugby in Clongowes.
So it's all going on
It's
for you.
very enjoyable,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's a big change from from rugby to.
I know, it's such a huge contrast, but you better believe it.
You're well rounded. There's no doubt about that. That's for sure. So what's next? What's the big dream? What would you love to do next, Ashley?
Well, so far, I've been working on an EP for the past 6 months.
Lovely.
Maybe. And yeah, it's going to be available on iTunes and on CD in a few record stores around the country. It's called From the Outside In. So I'm really looking forward to that launch, which is on October the 25th.
Great.
And one of my all-time dreams was to play at the Childline concert. That's always been one of my dreams. So
Yeah. And
maybe hopefully one day.
Have you been to it or have you seen it?
Yeah, I've been to it a couple of times, and
What's it
just
like?
being there and just imagining that, imagine being up there would just be amazing.
With all the other bands and
Yeah,
singers.
like all just surreal.
Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah.
I've got a little bit of good news for you, Ashley. Because we heard that you would have liked to have gotten up there. It's the Cheerios Childline concert. Do
Yeah.
you know that one?
Yeah.
It's on the 20th of November. Are you free that night? Because they've asked us to invite you to perform on stage at the Cheerios Childline concert.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you're going to be there.
Oh my God, thank you so much.
There you are. Okay. So have fun getting there.
Thank you.
It's been a real pleasure. I think when I meet people like you, I always think the future's so safe, and it's so nice to see. And continued success with you and all your families and whatever you do. And thanks for coming back to see us. And come back another time soon, won't you?
Sure.
Our three lovely friends, ladies and gentlemen. Ashley, John, Joe, and Douglas. Stay where you are for a second, Ashley. Take care. Okay, that's good news too. So what we're going to do actually is ask you to do me a favour. Because I think will have a very successful career on television, I think you should tell people at home how they can apply for the toy show this year and how they can get involved, the children. Will you do that for me?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, the stage is yours.
This year's Late Late Toy Show will take place live in this very studio on the 29th of November. And so the search begins to find Ireland's most talented young performers to take part in the show. Singing, dancing, telling jokes, doing magic tricks, or playing a musical instrument. It doesn't matter what it is, we'd love to hear from you. Whether you're part of your own group or just doing it solo, send us a DVD or a USB stick featuring your performance to The Late Late Show, P.O. Box 170, RTE Dublin 4. Please don't send us anything you want back.
Exactly.
The closing date for entries is Wednesday, the 9th of October, so get cracking as you don't have much time.
Congratulations, well done!